Hello, dear colleagues! Today, I'd like to invite you to make your own game. It's a very simple one. You can play it either with your kids, or your friends, or even just by yourself. And of course, we're going to use the most amazing material ever, paper and pencil. So the first step is to draw 2 butterflies. You can draw them like this, or maybe a bit more detailed like this. It doesn't matter. Or you can take ready-made pictures of butterflies, print them out and use those. But drawing them is so much fun, especially if you do it with your kids. So let's draw butterflies together. Ready? Okay. Next step, cut out the butterflies carefully along the contour. Don't forget to make the cuts deep enough so that the butterfly can fold well. Here are my 2 butterflies. They're ready! How about yours? Now we need to think of some kind of logic for our game. I suggest you use this grid. It has 36 cells. You can, of course, make it bigger or smaller, depending on what age your players are. The younger they are, the bigger the grid should be. I'll place my butterflies here, but you can place them anywhere you want. Just make sure there's at least 1 butterfly in each row and in each column. Now, the game. The goal of the game is to make a continuous line consisting of 2 colors of butterflies, for example, red and blue. You can choose any colors you want. Let's say a player chose red and blue butterflies. They take one of the blue butterflies and place it on the first empty cell. Then they take the red butterfly and try to place it on an adjacent cell. For example, like this, the butterflies should be placed next to each other, not diagonally. So this move is illegal. But this one is cool. You can move up, down, left, or right. Remember that the butterflies should be placed next to each other in a continuous line. This means you cannot skip any cells. There should be no empty cells between the butterflies. If you look at this example, I made 2 mistakes. Can you see them? Of course you can. There's an empty cell here and here. If you made a mistake while placing your butterfly, you can correct it. That's cool. You can keep moving your butterflies until you complete the line. When a player completes a line, they score 1 point. Then the next player chooses 2 different colors and tries to make a continuous line. The game ends when one of the players reaches a certain number of points. For example, 10 points. You can also add some rules. Like in this example, you can only move up and down. That makes the game easier. Or in this example, you can only move left and right. That makes the game harder. And the last option, which is suitable for very young children, is to remove some of the butterflies from the grid, making it more difficult to make a continuous line. In this case, you can remove some of the butterflies before the game or make the kids remove them during the game. For example, after each incorrect move, a kid can remove 1 butterfly. So now, you know how to play the butterfly game. I hope you have fun playing it with your family and friends. Take care. Bye!